Hello and welcome back. I am Iron Mustache, and we are going to continue our Myst 2021 Remake adventure. Now, in my last video, as I said, that it should probably be a good idea to do Mechanical Age before you go to Selentic Age. But now we're doing Selentic Age, and I'm going to explain it better, and so I'm going to show you better why Mechanical before Selentic would be a good idea. In the meantime, yes, that's what we'll be doing. So, if you would do so, hit the like, subscribe button, and let's sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and let's get it started. Here we go. Myst 2021 Remake. Selentic Age. Here we get. Alright, so here we are, right back in it. And we are going to load my game over here. Yes, we want to load the game. Of course we do. Alright, so now getting into Selentic Age shouldn't be too difficult. And it kind of requires a little bit of counting, mathematical stuff, whatnot. So anyway, we are gonna go into the library, the Myst Island Library. Alright, so I'm going to click latch and point the tower rotation to oh geez, oh geez, oh geez. Okay, hold on. Alright, there you go. Alright, so right into there, and we are going to read the Book of Cylentic. Alright, so this is the Book of Cylentic. It has been a while since I've heard only silence, and I enjoyed it greatly, I think. For some reason, I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived. But now I could be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. This world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I have linked to is horrid or disgusting. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I can see green fields below, along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing. Yet the waters, blue, can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh, and the sky is sparkled with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking. And yet, that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north. Hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived, and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night has come, the horizon still glows red long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend into the black sky. Again, the feeling. And I am beginning to believe it is not at all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. I have had to return home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence more frightening than I could ever experience. I was awakened by terrible shakings on the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky and immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a mislinking book with me when I return, in case the one left here has been destroyed or damaged. I've returned to a different world than the one I left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren, desert land, with only gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Blah, there we go. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently, the falling meteors do not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind, I remember, has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement, The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake now exists and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the center of the lake. The rest of this world seems like desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I've found where a few of them originate. It seems as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Last night, I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating, and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breezes had returned, along with a low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly, the ground began to crack, and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then, the tumbled side, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, I can use this chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. Even as the chasm has ripped into the surface of this world and has opened up a whole new world to explore, although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach a cave in this chasm that had been created, and now explore deep into the crust of this planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again and see if things are different when I return. It is also important that I check on Sirrus and Achenar and make sure everything is going along well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I have returned with some complex tools I knew I would be needing. I assume I have to return for some basic materials. However, it seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I have also found titanium occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set, and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I'll be able to have most of my additions to this age completed within 1 year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building, and it just kind of fades out there like the 3 meter, so like fading away, you know, the writing's fading away. Amazing. So there's a lot of... Hi. I'm leaving today in order to bring back Sirrus and Achenar. I've left them alone in Channelwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. The age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteor set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into a shallow crust. But the tremors have become few. I have just noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I have copied many of my construction notes in another journal and do not understand the many mysteries of the world. I trust I will discover logical answers to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age, to which I hope to travel soon. But for now, I must simply accept this world's mysteries and take pride in my accomplishments. Okay, so this right here, little panel thing. Yep, take a snapshot of that. Very important. Yeah, looks like some bit. Okay, so yeah. Well, there's a little bit of information about Selentic. And okay, so now we are going to need to go up in the tower and get the nuts puzzle clue to get into Selentic Age. So very, very simple. Very, very simple. Alright, so 41 volts. Okay, very, very simple. Simple enough. Okay. Okay. Now we know what our clue here is. It says 41 volts. Very, very simple. Alright, so for that, we need to go down into here. And this is where things, kind of get a little bit mathematical, but, not super hard to... Alright. So we're going to have to figure out how we will get these both to about 41. So that's 10. Okay, so we're going to say that first switch is 10. We'll go from left to right. So that's 1. This one is 7. That's 2. That is 8. That one is... Oops, that one's a lot. That one's 22. That one is 16. That one is 19. That one is 5. And that one is 9. Okay. So basically what we'd have to do here is we both have to get both of these gauges to 41 volts without going over. Because if you go over, you're going to have to just start the process again. Okay, so... Alright. Let's see, that's 10. That's 11. 18. 26. Let's see. 28. See? So that went over. So we did go over quite a bit with that one, which that's okay, because what we could do is, in case you ever go over, very, very simple fix for that. We'll just have to go back out here. And then there are these, okay. We have these 2 ladders you can climb up, or there's one right here. And just, that will basically, okay, so there's 2 of those, okay. Then you come back over here. And it will basically reset the generator. Like a generator reset switch. That's what those are good for. Okay. Now we can come back down here. Alright. So, let's see. Where is my... So I do know I have to get it to 41 evenly. So both sides have to be an even 41. So now, if ever need be, calculators are always a good way to do that. Okay. Okay. Ah, I think I know what to do here. Okay, so maybe we'll start with 1. Okay. Which one? Okay, so that one was... Okay, no, not that. I think, let's see. Alright. So let's say, okay, so that one being 22, let's see. I'm going to try to find, let's see, okay, so 2, let's see, 1, I think that one was 22, well on. Let me just check which one was 22. I think it was this one was 22. Oh, that was 19. Okay. So that one I believe was 20. Okay, so 22. Let's see. 1, 2, 1. Alright. Hold on. Alright, so 22, 1 and 2. I need to find which one was... Which one? No, that one's 9. That one's 5. Let's see. Ah, perfect. Okay. So 16, 22, 2, and... Alright, that should... Yep, that should be it. So that is the equivalence of all... Yep. Okay, so that should do us some good. As long as you get it both sides to the exact same Alright. So now there comes the fun part. We're gonna play the piano. So okay. So we gotta play the piano. So which is why we took a picture of that little keyboard over here. So the orange keys will resemble the key you're going to have to play. And then once you play that key, you're going to have to put it into this little slider thing and try to match up. So the key, first key I'm going to have to play is going to be that key right there. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would be that key. Okay, so kind of like a... kind of a high pitch, but okay, let's see. So now we go over here and slide it up until it sounds about right. Oh, that sounds a little too high. And of course, if you ever wanted to double check and make sure you got that correct, you can always... Alright, let me check that again. Yep, that sounds about right. Okay. So now there should be about 5 keys you have to play. Okay. Now we are going to look at the next key, which would be the second key. Alright, so it'll be a white key right after those 2 black keys. Okay. Simple enough. Should be about that one right there. Yep. So that would be pretty high pitch, sounds like. And of course you can always go back and check. Make sure you're getting your work done correctly. Let's see. It's always good to go back and forth. Check one more time. Let's see if we got that good. That good. Yeah, that definitely sounds about right. I might be wrong, though. Alright, so now... Gotta get that third key in there. Let's see. So, third key is... Okay. So, third key would be about this one right here. So, that is definitely a very lower pitch. That very much sounds about right. That one very much sounds about right. Okay, so now we get the fourth key. Nope. And to do the do. So fourth key is soup. Okay. So look. Oh, let me double check that real quick. Okay. So after the first key. Okay. Okay. So I think fourth key is going to be this one. Nope. That seems a little bit high pitch, but that's okay. Definitely sounds pretty good to me, as far as I can tell. And fifth key. Alright, so there you go. Fifth key. Let's see. I'm gonna double check that one just in case. Alright, and once that's good, try doing a stud switch, see if it works, and there we go! Got it right on the first try. Alright, so now, that is pretty damn impressive. Always a good, impressive thing to get that shit done on the first try. And you get an achievement for it, which is kind of nice. If you get that piano thing, first try, you are good to go. Now, we are in Cylentic age. Doo-da, doo-da. Welcome to Cylentic age. Doodly-da-day. Alright. Now, first things first, we are going to grab the red and blue pages. And, Cylentic age does take a little bit more to get done, but actually very, very easy once you get the gist of it. And you have these kind of symbol picture things with buttons. Good idea to turn those on and lots to explore. Like the water just looks amazing. It's a little bit cloudy out here, but god damn, does that not look gorgeous out here. Alright, so now we are going to go around and we're going to click these buttons. But basically what these are is they're kind of like you're turning on like a microphone. And it will make sense in a minute. Okay, hold on. Oh, I think there was one. Oh yeah. I'm gonna get this one over here. So there should be about 5 of these buttons scattered around. Alright. And they correspond what they sound, essentially. That the matchup sounds and that all makes sense. Turn on. Okay. Turn on all them buttons. We can go down into the Cave of Wonders. Alright, and there's a few bats. Don't worry, bats can't kill you. I don't know, maybe they could. I mean, I doubt it. Alright. So, this one, this little bit can be a little tricky for some. So, what we are going to have to do... Going to let's see what we got here. Alright, So what you have to do is you have to point this like camera thing to particular spots where you click the buttons. It's kind of like like you're registering the sounds. Okay. So you have to get it to where you just get and don't really get any background noise, just the sound itself. So oh, let me on. Okay, that one is just about correct. Okay. So what I get to do is oh, hold on. Okay. So that first sound was not correct. Let's see if I can get... Oh. Oh. Okay, so that should be good there. That should be good there. Alright, and then... this one, oh, it should be pointed right up around. Yeah, so that one should be pointed right about there. And then this one, bring it back over around here somewhere. Alright, so that one is good, and then the last one. Oh. Almost missed that one. Oh. Alright, so now we have the 5 sounds, essentially from left to right, the water, fire, clock, I call it flute, and wind. Okay, so it's gonna... Okay, so fire, water... Alright, so once you get all those lined up and ready to go, there's this little symbol button you click, and I'll pretty much tell you the order of which to put these sounds. Now, let's see. So water, fire, wind, clock, flute sound. Okay. So, if I'm good... Okay, so water, fire, wind... Okay. I may not remember that, so let me just write that down real quick, because I may not remember that, because sometimes I have a really bad memory. Alright. Water, and then fire, and then wind, and then clock, and then the flute sound. Like, okay, so now that we have that, we can finally get back over here and get access into the big old place thing or something. And doing this, Alright, so now we need to get access into the thing. Okay, so that's not the sound we need. We need the sound of water. Alright, so that would be water there. And then the second one is going to be the fiery stuff. Nope, not even close. Alright, and the wind. Yep, that should be good. Oh, that should be clock. Okay. Alright, so clock, and the next one is going to be kind of like a fluty sound. Okay. So that should be correct. So water, fire, wind, clock. And there we go. Once you get those all correct in order, and of course I'm doing randomized mode, so it's not going to be the same for your game. Mine's going to be much different. So now once you get all those lined up, that door should open. And now this is where your skills you would learn in Mechanical Age is going to very much come into play over here in Selentic Age. Alright. We're going to open up the magical submarine thing. Oh. Probably makes sense to close the door. Alright, so now this is where things are going to start getting a little tricky for some, but if you learn what you learn in Mechanical Age and, you know, all that, it shouldn't be too difficult. Alright. Alright, so, of course, in Mechanical Age, you learn about the directions and sound cues. Oh, hey, baby. My kitty wants to play. Alright, so here, we're just going to move forward. So that's the first thing you got to do. And this is where, pay attention to sound cues when you... So, if you remember, from the... Mechanical Age, the sound cues, so that chirp sound definitely tells me I am going to have to go west. That's going to be my first direction. Gotta go west first. And now the Elo bell tells me it sounds like I'm going to have to go north. And that air sound is going to be going east. Alright, buddy. And that was another air sound, so okay, looks like we're gonna go east again. Okay, so big bell sound, that means we're going to have to go south. Looks like we'll go south again. Alright, so a little bit of a chirpy sound, so that means looks like we're going to be going west. Okay, so now that was two sounds, if you notice that. That was the big bell sound and the chirp sound. So, that would definitely mean we are going to have to go southwest. So, that's southeast. Okay. So, when it plays two sounds, that will, like, indicate southwest, southeast, and all that good stuff. So now I know that was about two separate sounds. So, it's a bunk and chirpy sound, so that definitely tells me southwest. And when it does do like two sounds at the same time, it'll tell you like, alright, let's see. Alright, so that one is simple as west. Alright, so that was a little bell sound and a chirp sound, so that definitely has got to be northwest. Absolutely. So now we're going to go northwest. Alright, so that was a little bell. And the little air sound thing. Okay, I think I should go this way. It might be easier. So that definitely would tell me we're going to have to go northeast now. Very, very simple. Here we go. Alright, that is a simple little bell chime. That means we're going north. Alright, so big bell sound and a air-y kind of sound, so that means southeast. And that right there, that will be the end of the tunnel. And of course, if you listen very carefully to the sound cues, and you remember the direction and the sound cues from Cylentic, or no, from Mechanical Age, getting out of Cylentic Age is going to be super duper simple. Just remember sound cues and all that, and literally all it takes is just getting right there, and you're home free. Home free. Alright, so now we can get out of here. Yep. And this is the way. Oh, look at that shit. I mean, god damn, doesn't that look freaking amazing. It's like you're in a freaking lava thing. It's freaking badass. I love it. I love it! So cool. Alright. Now we are back at Myst Island. Alright. Oh, there's your page. And there's your page. But here's the big kicker. There is a secret page. Actually, there's 3 secret pages. Still need to get one more. But we're going to get the most important page of all. We have to find it. The only way to find it is we'll have to switch down any one of these switches where a secret page is going to be revealed. What is so important about this secret page? The importance of the secret page is its importance, because it is an important secret page. I'm going to flick down one of these switches and see where that secret page might be hiding. I know it's somewhere around here. The secret page shall be revealed. Let's switch down all these switches. There it is, see? We have found the secret page. So now we take that secret page. But now, I think what we're gonna do is we're going to listen to the stories of Sirrus and Achenar. Okay, so first we'll do put their pages into the book. And we'll do Sirrus. Okay.
Finally returned.
Did I?
I owe you a debt of gratitude for you have nearly.
Okay, sounds good.
My name is Sirrus.
Yeah, we know.
I trust that from your explorations you have become convinced that my wicked brother Achenar is guilty, and I innocent. It is I who am wrongly imprisoned here. Imprisoned by my father. I don't know who you are, or how you came to this island, but I assume you must at least know something of the books. His father was a master of the books. He wrote hundreds of them, all describing and linking to the fantastic places, ages which he had discovered. The room in which you now stand is our father's library. It was here in this room, on this island named Myst, that he housed most of his books. Such a waste. By now, you have surely discovered that Achenar has burnt you to use these things. Our father was always watchful of our exploration, grew up under his strict supervision. But when we came of age, he gave us unbridled access to his books. He began to leave our adventures more and more unchecked. Supervised as we were, my brother began to become disturbed. He began to take more from the Myst ages than he had given. Soon he gained a twisted pleasure from the conquest and destruction of the other ages. It was horrific. This thirst for destruction. But alas, even I discovered his insanity. He had completely destroyed all of the Myst ages but 4. I wasted no time. In warning my father, I thought he would recognize Achenar's guilt. But in a fit of rage, he imprisoned both my brother and myself within the pages of these books, designed to hold us until he could judge which of us was guilty. To discover the truth, our father embarked on one final journey. However, he has never returned. I can only assume that he perished, leaving me, an innocent victim, trapped forever. But now, you are here to release me. Listen carefully. You must find one more page, and I will be forever free. There is a book on the shelves. This library, which is mostly burned, but has a few pages still intact. It is the last book on the little shelf. Find it. This book is filled with a variety of patterns. Find pattern 158. Recreate the door of fireworks. This will bring you to the last page. Bring that page to me, and I will finally be released. Able to reward you, of course. Nor the blue page. That page finishes my brother's book. It chills me to even think what would happen if you were to release him. There is another one. Where the red and blue pages reside, also resides a green book. If you touch the green book, you also will be imprisoned forever. Our father gave us the same warning. Go. I suggest you follow his advice. Go now. Soon.
Alright, so of course a little bit of background here. Atrus's 2 sons, Sirrus and Achenar, are both trapped in these red and blue prison books. So these red and blue books are actually prison books, and basically Sirrus and Achenar just like find all the red or blue pages and release us, or one of them. Sorry. Atrus has trapped them in these books because they were getting very, very greedy. And essentially, they were going to try to murder their father and then kidnap their mother. And Atrus was like, hell no, not having that shit. So you guys are being trapped forever in these books. I don't give a fuck because you guys are being assholes. I know you're my sons and I love you, but I'm doing this for your own good. So we saw Sirrus, and now he's going to see Achenar. Who's guilty? Who's innocent?
When my brother Sirrus began to lust for riches, he stole from the ages of Myst.
So if you kind of see the difference in personality between Sirrus and Achenar, is that Achenar, you can definitely tell, seems a little bit more crazy. Like seems like the kind of guy who would probably murder his whole family. He definitely has that crazy guy voice to him. Well, like Sirrus is a little bit more calm and collected. I think that's one way the game kind of tricks you. You just makes you feel like, oh, Sirrus is the innocent one. Sirrus is, I mean, Achenar, he's crazy, but look at how he sounds. He's totally crazy. Well, gets kind of twisted and crazy when you play Myst 4 Revelations. There's a big twist in that one between innocent and all that. If you ever play Myst 4, I do have a Myst 4 playlist on my channel. If you're interested, check that one out. It kind of like gives a huge twist in the whole story there. It gets crazy.
And so, in dying, Father imprisoned us both, unsure from which of us the blow had come. I swear to you, what I say is the truth. Release me. You must release me. My brother is a deceitful liar and deserves punishment. I only wish vengeance for my dear father's wrongful murder. Believe me. I must only recover one additional page to release me from this prison. It is the easiest to find. Go to the bookshelf. That's in this library. On the far side of the middle shelf, there's a burned book, which is different from the other burned books. This book is filled with patterns. Find pattern 158. Mimic its design on the panel in the fireplace. Doing this will bring you to the last blue page. Remember, don't take the red page. Take only the blue page and return it quickly to me. Oh, do not touch the green book. It is a clever trap to imprison those who have not been warned. Do not be tempted, for you will rot and die, imprisoned as I am. If you follow my instructions, it will be well. I promise you that. Go. Go.
Alright, so now, okay, so the next bit is, actually I'm going to do a quick save here. I'm going to, okay. Alright, so that one's going to be my extra save when we come back in here. So now they say you need to go find this book and pattern 158 right here. I'm going to snap that real quick. Okay. Alright, so now we got the pattern 158. Now we're going to have to go into the fireplace and we're going to have to mimic the design 158. Alright. Alright, so now we are going to see photo album and click on here. So all those are going to be blank and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are going to be the first bits, and we're going to go all the way down that one. So all these are going to be all the way down. So 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the next segment is going to be 1, 2, 1, and 2. Okay. So that one, that one, that one, that one. Oh. And then the next segment is going to be one. Okay, so that one. Okay. So that one shall be do, dit, and dit. That should be about right. And there should be about 2 more segments. Oh, 1 more segment, I think. And 1 and 2. Okay. So that should be pretty damn simple. So once you got into that, click that button. And now, turn around. And here we are. Here's the red page, the blue page, and the red page. But we're not doing that one today. We are going to click the green book. Me. We found Atrus. Which is why we found the secret white page. So now we can go right into the green linking book. Essentially, the green linking book goes to a dunny prison, which Atrus is trapped in. And his only escape is the white page.
Ah, my friend, you returned.
Yes, I did.
The page. Did you bring the page?
Yes, I did. Of course I did.
You've done the right thing.
I would hope so.
I have a difficult choice to make.
Very difficult choice. The most difficult choice this man has ever had to make in his life.
I shall return shortly.
So now we can just walk around and explore a little bit. So, okay, so let's a little bit into ruins. And if you played Myst 5, basically this is exactly where Myst 5 will start you off at. Right in this same exact room area kind of thing. This dunny area. Just have to wait for, yeah, hello, he came back.
It is done. I have many questions for you, my friend, but my writing cannot wait. I fear that my long delay may to offer you is the library on the island of Myst. Books that are contained there. Feel free to explore at your leisure. I hope you find your exploration satisfying. You'll no longer have my sons to deal with. Oh, one more thing. I'm fighting a foe much greater than my sons could ever imagine. At some point in the future, I may find it necessary to request your assistance. Until that point, I'm afraid you'll enjoy the explorations from my library on Myst. Thank you. The book. You can use the Myst linking book to return to Myst.
So my big thing here is what Atrus is saying towards the end is he's going to need help. That pretty much gave a lot of the Myst fan base a big clue that a sequel would be coming out. Sequel being Riven. I really hope that either if it was Cyan or an independent game company or even like a fan-made like full remake of Riven and like an Unreal Engine kind of thing, that would be amazing. But that literally right there is how you beat Myst in a nutshell. And of course I will so yeah, so see, red book gone, blue book gone, completely burnt to a crisp. So essentially Sirrus and Achenar are dead. Or are they? Anyway, of course I will be doing another video after this one to display the bad endings. But nope, that right there would definitely be the good ending. Alright, so in the meantime, I will stop right here, and I will be right with y'all. Alrighty, so yeah, there we go. That would be all of Myst. Of course, I did a randomized mode. It's not going to be the same as it was in the classic mode. You're going to have to really figure out the puzzles, blah, 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 and go through like the entire game and all that. But, of course, this would be the part with the good ending, and I'll do another video to do all the bad endings. But there we go. That is the good ending of the Myst 2021 remake. I still think that the game turned out really good. I love it that they keep it like very classic Myst, with a few updates with the graphics, which it looks amazing. And yeah. So anyway, I am Mario Mustache. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for the support thus far. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. That way, everyone's happy. I'm happy. You're happy. Everybody's happy. Happy family. Happy everything. Just happy. In the meantime, I will say to all you good and wonderful, gorgeous, sexy people, adios. I'll be back again. I will always be back again. There's a cat back there being crazy. Anyway, thank you for watching. Adios. Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. What? See, now he's being talkative. Alright, thank you for watching. Goodbye.